Well, these were pious Jews. How on earth did they come to this? Their earliest belief was that Jesus was God in some sense, unless Jesus himself claimed this. So,
you said that the Quran is not a reliable source, but the Old Testament doesn't say that Jesus is God or a part of the Trinity, nor does it talk about his resurrection or things like that. So that's an older source that proves the Quran, really. You get what I'm saying?
no.
That's my question. Because, Jews, they don't believe that Jesus is God.
Well, neither do Muslims.
Exactly. So Jews are earlier sources. Muslims, we believe that the Quran is a revelation from God. So obviously, even though 600 years later, anything from God is the truth.
Yeah.
So it can be 1,000 years later. It doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with you. It's the 600 years. But the problem is you've got legends in the Quran, obvious legends, where they are borrowing from legends that were about Jesus and other legends that were circulating during the life of Muhammad. And it shows that the Quran really believed these legends to be true. And like the sun setting in a muddy or warm spring. The sun doesn't set in a muddy or warm spring, and yet this is what Muhammad believed because he heard from the glorious deeds of Alexander and he believed it.
But
it's not the word of God.
The same thing with the Son of God. It can be just the same. The same way he saw the sun, laying on the mud. That's kind of like the same argument.
No, because I can show historically where Jesus actually claimed to be the Son of God. It's in early sources. It's in multiple independent sources. We've got all good evidence. Plus you have all the earliest Christians we can show through Paul and the disciples that they thought Jesus was God in some sense. Well, these were pious Jews. How on earth did they come to this? Their earliest belief was that Jesus was God in some sense, unless Jesus himself claimed this. So there's really good reason, historically speaking, to think that Jesus did claim to be God's uniquely divine Son.
But does the Jews believe that, or is it taught in the Old Testament that Jesus was going to be resurrected?
Well, the Christians went back and interpreted Psalm 16:10 and Psalm 2:7, but no, I don't think there's any clear scriptures in the Old Testament that would seem to suggest that the Messiah was going to rise from the dead.
So it's totally different from the Christian teaching, which can be very confusing because, if Jews have a certain way of believing, and then all of a sudden Jesus is God, you can, as a Muslim, I can see where the older source teaches something totally different.
Okay, well, you believe the Quran teaches something totally different than what the Jewish Old Testament does. So if what you're saying applies to the New Testament, it also applies to the Quran. So your argument, if the New Testament, because it doesn't agree with the Old Testament, let's just say I grant that, I'm not sure that I do, but if it disagrees with the Old Testament, that means the New Testament is wrong. Well, then if the Quran disagrees with the Old Testament, it would mean the Quran is wrong. So you disprove your own book.